out of here, man. JID, God does like ugly, man. I know you you are a resident JID guy. JD JID, man. How's I guess for you, I want you to react. What's been your reaction to the project, man? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? I know you spoke highly of the last album. What'd you think of this follow up?
I thought, I mean, as a follow up, it was a good album. It's not, you know, like a
Is
sequel.
it better than the last joint?
I haven't. Yeah, I can't tell yet. I can't tell yet, because like the Forever Story was so cohesive, and that story front to back was just, it was great.
Yeah.
It had the height.
Yeah.
It brought you back down to earth. You know what I mean? Had that deep cut, and then he kind of did the same thing with this one.
Yeah.
Super hype. Very, I wouldn't say religious.
You got some spiritual,
but
religious undertones for sure.
Spiritual.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't go like, you know, on the religious aspect, but
I think it's actually a testament to his growth, this album, because I know y'all was tripping on me on one of the podcasts. I didn't feel like the Forever Story was that one, so I went back and revisited it, and it's a really great album. I think in the 2020s, when we look at that hip hop, this album is probably one of the only standouts of the 2020s, other than the Clips album. I think that was a really strong album. I just think for me, maybe I just didn't take my time with it. I didn't give it enough burn. You feel me?
right.
Because it's a lot when you listen to a JID project. It's a lot to take in.
Insane.
You got to take your time with it. You got to let it marinate. This album, though, I think I definitely saw growth on the lyrical side. I know the Eminem joint didn't make the album, but I'm still like, that Eminem joint is insane. But it's really his growth as a lyricist and a storyteller. I do think it's his album. He's really flirting with that elite status as an MC, in my opinion. You know, I know you've seen him as very, very high level already for the past, 5-10 years.
Bro.
But for me, him being able to, I guess, be in this era where he's able to make music comfortably and not really have labels breathing down his neck and Cole and them getting at him, he's putting together some very, very, very top tier projects.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I enjoyed it, man. I loved. So a lot of people on the internet was dragging him for the middle of the album because they said it sounded like poppy.
Yeah, it got poppy, but then it got like, it got emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it.
It takes you on a ride. You know what's crazy too is it shows us how hypocritical we are as human beings.
Right.
Like there was some bars throughout the album where he was like, he had that religious undertone or the spiritual, and then he turned around like, I'll still smack it in his face type. So it's like, it shows how hypocritical we are as people and as humans, and it's really humanizing us as people, and even him as an MC too, because he comes from a religious background. He comes from his grandmother, being the head of household, teaching him these things, but him being pulled in other directions because it's the streets and things like that.
Right.
So I love how he draws that parallel. He's not afraid to kind of be hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Like he doesn't paint himself as a perfect guy, you know what I mean, or a perfect person.
Exactly.
And that's what I think what makes it relatable. Now I might be the minority in this bitch, but that skate record with Sierra and Nerf Gang,
bro.
Yeah, that's a banger, bro. That's what I was looking for him to have, is having these different kind of records to where he's able to get the radio play or at least bring the music out to the masses. Because didn't he do a record with a rock band a while ago?
Yeah, the Imagine Dragons.
Okay, yeah. And that was a big record.
They are huge.
And people, I've noticed with JID too, as I was listening to the album, you start to kind of dive into their world. You start looking at fans, how they react. You look at comments. You see how things are moving. He really has a bubble of fans that are not hip-hop fans. Does that make sense? Like, they're not like me. I'm a hip-hop fan, so obviously I'm listening to Jay. But like, the way he does his stuff.
My prime example for like somebody like that is Run the Jewels. Like, and I don't even know like how this is about to sound, but like there is some nerdy ass white dudes that absolutely love Run the Jewels.
Yeah.
Like I walk into it was like a video game store one time. I had Run the Jewels shirt on, and they're like, "Oh my God, I love LP. Yeah. He's my favorite."
Well, you gotta realize too that like
like
LP comes from that era of like Cunning Linguists and Swollen Members, and like there's that era of a hip hop crowd that was very like, if you wasn't underground, we wasn't gonna mess with you.
Exactly.
And so it was dope to have kind of Killer Mike join, because to me, Killer Mike in the South, when Outkast was doing anything, to me, Killer Mike, his first album to me is, I hold it in very high regard. Right. Killer Mike's first album, Monster, is incredible. He was one of those guys from the South that had that street edge, and him working with LP, it was just a perfect marriage. So you're combining fan bases.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But like they had, both of them had like this like cult fan base. Like literally JID's fan base is like a cult.
He's like that, bro.
But then you have like the one-offs. That's
why I was telling you when I made that comment about the Forever Story, bro. It was coming at my neck, bro. Now, a lot of people, and shout out to the people on YouTube that have been interacting, they don't come from a hateful place, but they're like, bro.
Like, yo.
Angling from this perspective. So I started listening. I was like, you know what? Let me give this shit another spin, because everybody internalizes shit different. Mm-hmm. And I used to be at my younger age, bro, and you know me, I used to just listen to an album and I would immediately compare it to something else. I'd be like, yo, that ain't Illmatic. That ain't no Blueprint. That ain't no Cuban Links. You can't do that, because every artist has their own way of presenting their art. So you have to sit down on an album with a clear mind and just hit play. That's what I did with Ghost's album. That's what I did with Offset's new album. Shout out to Offset. He got a new album out now. Mm-hmm. Offset got a project, press play. You go on a ride with him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things gonna connect, some things don't. But the beauty about it is that when you can listen to it without those barriers and those blinders, it makes music more enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, them cult fans, they go crazy. Oh. Trust me. I known it. Yo, Pap got a cult following too. Mm-hmm. Yo, Pap's fans are insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they're passionate about what he does and how it's done. And I think, JID's got that same, he's got that same aura about him. Mm-hmm. Nah, but I loved it, man. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was better than the Forever Story, but I believe that it's not like you went into this new project saying like, oh, it's whack. Right. It's not as good as Forever Story. Like, I think it's on the same playing field. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like, he didn't sacrifice nothing to make it. Mm-mm. He kept doing what he did. And another thing, man, I tell artists all the time, pay attention to promo runs. His album rollout was super dope because he hit a lot of outlets. And
the freestyles.
Yeah, man.
The pre-looks.
Like, shout out to him and his team, man. They I really, like I said, he's really, for me, flirting with that elite status at this moment. He's one of those guys where these next 5 years are going to be, like, incredible to watch him get to that new plateau. The commission.